being done live on YouTube. For Patreon followers, the bonus Taurus April 2022 will probably be done immediately after this one. And then I probably won't get any more done for the day. But I'm sitting here thinking, because a lot of you follow me through Facebook as well. Let me make sure that this is, there we go, I can see it. You guys follow me through Facebook, Roosters Peacock. There is a lot of lives that are on there. I also have a group that I started just for kind of chilling out, you know, taking a moment out of your day, and I throw some cards, just food for thought for the day, and that's called Coffee Time Tarot. That's live on Facebook. You guys are welcome to join. It's an open discussion towards the end. All right, Taurus, April 2022. All right, Taurus, let's see where we're going here. Let's find out which astral house, which areas of life that's going to be focusing on. Yeah, that feels right. Love. Love is the first one. You know, with my hand, let's do it this way. Success. And I feel like pulling one more. Wealth. Okay, so the focus for Taurus for April 2022, general sign reading, which means general. There are thousands and thousands of Tauruses. So therefore, as I get going, it may only go out for a few. Okay, when I'll start saying, you'll hear me start talking about groups. If it ends up switching off to, if it's just about love, that's one group. Okay, if it starts switching off to just success and wealth, that's another group. As I get going, I will explain it, and I'll say, okay, you know, because sometimes I don't always, I'm so used to doing the cards, I'll jump. So I'll try to make sure I say what's going, where it's switching to before I do it. Okay, love. Okay, I can tell you right now, it's going to be blending success and love together. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to figure out which groups I'm going to have, or if it's all going to blend together for one read. All right. I'll show you the cards in just a minute. Kind of getting used to working with this hand thing. Okay. All right, that's hidden. Feels right. All right, this is going to be blended so far into one read, or actually how it's going to go that I can feel. It is definitely for Taurus for April 2022, which I feel this has already been kicking in. So you're already probably getting a little taste of it right now. And it's going to definitely, a focus for Taurus is love and success, okay? But also, I'm feeling that this is blending into one group as to what I mean by that is love and success, wealth and success. And it almost feels like they're all combined, but yet there's focus on love, there's focus on wealth. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like it's two different things, but it's all blended together to get success. So this is about a group of Taurus who are definitely have their mind on their money and their money on their mind. And they're actually going to be ending or getting out of a cycle of making a way they used to make money. And with it blending here, this is also pulling themselves out of a cycle of an old way of loving or not having love and now opening up to it. All right, that's what I'm feeling so far. Okay, these right here, I'm going to set these over here. Those are either when cards fall face down, that is something that is hidden that you're ignoring or it's something that you can't see yet. Sometimes for whatever reason, it almost feels like what you're revealing. Okay. So let's look at love. Excuse me. We have the dog. Pleasure with a close friend. Okay. Now, before I get to the ones that are hidden right here, and hidden. Okay. So whatever this is something that's kind of hidden. It's emotions, it's feelings that you're not openly discussing with anybody per se. It's not, you're showing your hand. What is with people in their hands of cards? It's something you're holding close that you're not talking about. All right. There is some kind of wish that has evolved around your success, love, and wealth. All right. How do I know this? We've got the wishbone. The answer is wish is granted. And then we come to the casket right here, which casket is an end. And it's no more. All right. Well, for some reason, when I first started talking and it started talking about love, instantly it's you're learning, and with wealth as well. This is a new way of doing stuff. Like with a more, it's almost like your eyes are open. That's what it feels like. Your eyes are finally open after a long time. And it's not just with love, it's also with wealth, because now you're focused on success and you have purpose. It's being done with purpose and with passion. That's what I get. An end goal of some kind is in sight. With the casket, someone going out of your life or an end of a situation. I feel this is a blend. I feel it's both. I feel that it could be two different aspects here, blending love with it. And it's talking about that with this love situation and the wealth, it's blending it together. That's it. I'm going to have to, I'll pull some more cards, because here we got the bread, and the bread's, you know, with the love part of it, there could be many different ways that this can blend in. It's like, it's no longer just this group of Taurus that are sitting here by themselves. They're actually spreading out as far as they're opening up. It's like, I keep seeing that cage. I can't remember what the card is, but there's a cage and a woman standing in the cage. But the key is sitting right outside, and she can open the door anytime she wants, but she's caged herself in this cage because it was a self cage. It was like a protection that they put around themselves. This right here, this is about experiencing new things in new ways and being successful about it. And it includes wealth, however your wealth comes in, however you make your money. That is also changing. And that there's going to be literally, I feel there's going to be a literal end to an old way of making money. I also feel that there is going to be an end to an old way of loving or not. All right. I keep seeing that cage. And just like, let me see, it was Gemini last, it was did I just do Gemini? I can't remember which, Pisces. Pisces was also like within this cage, and they had the possibility of getting themselves out. They weren't really caged. They did a self cage. Well, this is what it's kind of talking about. This is about Taurus, who is opening up to more possibilities and kind of literally just head, heart, body, everything is just open. It's a new direction for success. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Definitely. Okay. So let's come over here to the card bread that fell down next to the wealth, and an end of an old way of doing things is what I get. And it could be even an end of a career. That doesn't quite feel right. I feel it's a different way of doing something. It could be adding on as well. Anyway, we've got the bread. And you see how there's a sack of flour? And then you see the bread loaf here. The example I used, I believe it was in Coffee Time Tarot at one time, was with that. If you're sitting here and you're hungry and you've got a sack of flour, all right, you grab a big handful of that, you put it in your mouth, it is not going to taste that good. Matter of fact, you're probably going to start coughing, right? Okay. But you went ahead and put the effort into it, and you're working in different ways towards a certain goal or goals, or tweaking the way you work, or even possibly changing your job. Yep, the way the money's coming in, you're changing this. And it ends up that you start with a raw product like flour, right? You can't just shove that in your mouth. You can, but it's not going to be that great. But you work, and you work really hard. And this doesn't feel like it's, I'm going to tell you right now, this feels like it's blended all of them. Love, success, wealth. So bread is representing all of these. Period of prosperity and abundance in all areas of life. Why? Because there's tweaking and changing of how you feel and coming out of the cage of protecting yourself from whatever it was that you felt like you needed to be protected from. It was a self-induced cage. Now you're opening up your mind. You're opening up your heart. You're opening up possibilities and actually starting to dream again. So if you have a goal in mind that you're wanting to do, most likely this is for and you're putting a lot of passion into whatever you're doing, whether it is a way of working, relationships, life itself. You're finally getting that spark back. Yes. Okay. So anyway, all across the board would be bread. Okay. So in the past, you just had the flour, you had the raw material, right? You had the raw material, and it wasn't, it's not that great, right? But you put some more passion into it, and you put some more work in it, and then you have something that is very palatable. That is good, right? All right. And bread can also represent money. So it looks to me across the board, as far as it goes, wealth is being attracted to you because of some kind of endeavor that you're doing or a different way of looking at how you make your money. Love is being attracted to you. Matter of fact, it's talking about pleasure with a close friend. There's close friendship within love. And this could go with friends, family, lovers, whoever it is. There, it's showing that this is Taurus who's completely finally. And it shows me here too with this wishbone. This one kind of sits here for a little bit because this has actually been a wish for a very, very, very long time. But being put in that self-induced cage to protect yourself from whatever it was or just shutting out the world, you're now stepping out of that cage. I don't have that card here, but I can see it in my head. You had the key the whole time, but now there's like purpose. Now you see a direction. Now life's starting to pick up again. Now you got your eye on the prize, per se, with success. And that is what the prize is, success in all areas. You're coming out of a long time period of where it has been quite stale and stagnant, and to where, if everything was going to go bad or hurt, you're just going to lock yourself away. Well, you're finally coming out of that cage. Yep. Okay, let's see what the cards that were face down next to love and dog, which dog also represents fidelity. That's somebody who's faithful, right? Okay, so it's showing me that there's faithful. As far as love goes, there's faith. There's either faith in love or there's faithful people in your life. And a wish has finally come granted. But this right here is either something you're not talking about, or it's something you can't quite see yet, or it's something that's still rolling over in your mind, and it could possibly be something that you're still healing, but you're not talking about it. It's still there. I'm not sure. Let's see what they are. Okay. Boo boo. All right. What we got here. Okay, so this is kind of stuff that you're sitting there thinking about. You're not putting it out there for everybody to see. Because even though this stuff seems to be going good here, and actually you're getting a taste of it. It's actually going to be peaking, I believe, and I mean, no doubt that there's results in May. Around May 15th, you will be certain in all areas. So it's like right now, success is coming. You can feel it, but it's still like what is with the doubting Debbie? All right. You still have, because I think it's because you had put yourself in that self-induced cage to protect yourself from whatever it was, and nothing had quite ever worked out. This is going to work out. The wealth is like, I mean, it's an old way of thinking as well that creates that wealth coming in. All right, so we've got, what are you sitting here quietly contemplating and not really talking about too much? And it could be, and however this applies to you. Okay, so we've got clouds. Just know, do you see the sun behind the clouds? All right, the sun behind the clouds represents that those clouds, that cage that you put yourself in because these clouds, something came down to where you had to protect yourself or you felt like you wanted to withdraw, is now clearing away, and there's actually the sun. It is now finally, for once, the sun is showing. Continue to have faith, okay? Even though you do know, you can feel it. You can feel the shift. You felt the shift. Probably, let me see, when was the shift? Taurus, when did shift? You kind of had sparks of it here and there, and then it seems like there was a bunch of stuff that probably happened that just kind of, put the clouds back on you. But you've actually started having more of a spark and more of a vibrancy for life and feeling like there's a purpose, there's life's purpose. But a lot of people walk through life and they're not really feeling. Okay, this is all across the board here. You start having sparks back in, it was probably really started thinking about stuff. And actually there was a lot of healing here as well. Hold on. Okay. All right. It was probably back in, I'm guessing, around January, but you started really getting a good taste for it in February. This is where a mindset was changed, and you started not just peeking out that cage door, you actually started sticking a foot out. Having more faith in yourself, having faith and that success was going to come to you. in all areas. Now, you hadn't totally gotten out of that cage yet, but by May, I do believe you are going to be feeling it's like this group of Taurus already knows what they want and how they want it, that they know what they want and they know how they want to do it. It's just a matter of still cleaning up thoughts and feelings from the past and ways of, and having more confidence that this is, the direction you're seeing. It's not going to be a rainbow that has a big pile of crap at the end. That's kind of how I can think of saying it, because I don't know how else to say it. But this is not, what is that called? The false dreams, when you dream, and a mirage. Okay, this is not a mirage. All right. So the next card we've got is younger woman. This person could have been younger than you, or it could represent the person in the picture with dark hair. All right. So these are thoughts. That's what it feels like right here. This is stuff you're not talking about. All right. So for whatever reason, this, and I'm not getting much from this other than it does represent a person. All right. And this is revolving around wealth, success, and love. And it was all blended. That's what I'm getting. Next, we have the boat. And it says, and I'm looking at this right here, this younger woman, or this, it's the hair. It's the hair color that stands out to me. Female. Not necessarily, no matter what was associated with this, I actually feel that with the boat, what do boats do? They move, right? They move on. All right. It doesn't mean, I think these are thoughts and feelings of why you actually put yourself in a cage, and that you're just now coming out because it looks like you're drawing money and wealth to you in different ways of doing stuff and success. And you've also drawn love, and it's real. But you are moving on from past issues. And with whatever this is about, those thoughts and feelings will still be there, but I feel a lot of healing, and that's why you're more open to being able to go ahead, and there's a wish in your head, and to actually start becoming more successful in love, success, and wealth. Okay. I'm not supposed to delve in that too much, and I'm not going to. We'll get to these here in a minute. Now, here's the cards that I'd set face down. Okay. All right. These cards right here that had fallen, that I didn't feel like picking up, but I didn't feel like laying them next to any certain area, because for Taurus, what this is right here, this is the stuff that is actually coming, and advice to what you need to do that you're having trouble focusing on, because you still are taking and dealing with these thoughts that are kind of quiet behind the scene. You know what I mean? Stuff that you're not talking about to other people, stuff that you're still trying to clear away out of your soul. And not saying if there's a person gone, you're trying to clear that person out. That's not what I'm saying. You are healing, and you're stepping out of this cage. These are advice cards. Stuff that you may not be focusing on all the time, like it comes and it goes. But in order to get all this love, success, and wealth, which it says it's well on its way, you're working really hard. A period of prosperity and abundance is coming to you, because it's an old way of doing stuff and an old way of thinking, and it could be even an old job. Okay, but it's blending love in here. And you do have faithful friends or faithful lover. Okay, wishes granted. The cards here is the box. And what I get from this, I don't feel like looking at the words. It's thinking outside the box. Not being in that cage anymore. Even your thinking has changed and is in the process of change. And you'll be actually very much feeling this in May. You'll be very certain of where you're going. Right now, it's like, yeah, okay, I know I've got this goal. And then there'll be something happening. You'll be like, oh, okay, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I've got this in me. No, you will be certain in May. For some of you, it's saying you will receive a gift, but I'm looking more at the box, thinking outside the box. You're not just thinking about, it's the old way of thinking has no place in your life anymore. And it is slowly but surely, like the clouds, clearing away to show the sun. We've got the boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So on those days that you're sitting here and you're still up in your head about, the stuff that you're getting yourself out of the self-made cage from, because of either the way people treated you, or people are no longer there, or jobs are no longer there, that there's certain money, different endeavors you tried, they didn't work out. Okay, it's thinking outside the box. And when you're starting to feel like this, instead of, doing the normal where you withdraw, you now need to say, okay, increase your efforts. The advice is increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Don't back off. You are on the right course. Love, success, and wealth, all of it blended together. Okay, you're no longer just working with the raw materials like the flour. You're actually producing this bread. It's actually going to bring back that money. It's actually going to bring substantial stuff, people, as far as love. It's bringing success, period. We've got the desk right here. Continue to pay attention to your work, whatever it is you're working on. All right, that's the advice that felt like it was going for success and wealth. Okay. All right, here's the advice for you right here too as well. You got the cobweb. For some of you, I instantly say, what are cobwebs? You got to clear the cobwebs out of your head, right? If you're having unclear, muddled thinking because you're still wrapped up in problems, or you feel like you're so used to them that you it feels too good to be true. That's kind of what I'm getting. That, there's got to be something wrong here because, stuff's going too well. Yeah, there's all this other stuff that keeps happening, but this just is, I don't know. It's not, you're not used to it. That's why. So some people need to actually clear the cobwebs away. You know what I mean? Because it's been so foggy thinking for the simple fact you're in a certain mode. You've been like that forever. Well, now your life's opening up. Now that sun's starting to shine. Now you're getting going on your success and wealth. Now your love, as far as family, friends, lover, it's changing. It's stepping up. That's what I hear. It is stepping up. Also with cobweb, you do be known. Oh, with this, I actually put it over top of here. So those past problems, the advice is, do know that you're protected from negative forces beyond your control. This is something, whatever this past event is, that you continue to go, but there has been good come into your life. And I'm supposed to tell some that you are not responsible for that. That is not your burden to bear. Okay. Next, we have wind chimes. What is coming in your life? What have you got a good taste of? Now, some people, as soon as I say this, are going to be like, well, with this and that and this and that happened. No, I did not have peace and harmony. That's it. Peace and harmony, wind chimes. That is what your goal is. Your end goal is peace and harmony all across the board. Okay, it's not going to be a perfect fairy tale, but you're going to have that peace and harmony that you've been wanting for a long, long time. And all this effort and all this work is going to pay off. For some of you, this could actually represent a place. What does the picture show? Is there a certain place you want to go? For some, it's also going to be the words. All right. This is almost like a dream. Do you see right there? Well, right here too, in this picture, the clouds, the sun is peeking out of the clouds. Okay. An actual place that you're wanting to go that you're in harmony with, excuse me, then continue to keep your eye on that prize because you are in the right direction. Okay, just because you can't see it quite yet doesn't mean it's not coming. And it says deep personal strength and peace that assure success. You are on the right path. Okay, then we have the desk. Pay attention to the work that you're doing. Pay attention to the effort. Continue to put the effort into your work, your wealth, your love. And this is blending all three. Okay, so whatever it is, maybe you just love your work. Or maybe there's other people involved that may be doing some of the same things you do. However it applies to you, pay attention to your work. Studiously work. Okay, keep your eye on your goals. Keep your eye on the prize. Okay, let's see here. So those were advice cards. Those weren't bad. All right, the message here is for this group of Taurus. It says, you've got the money bag. All right, if you've been sitting here waiting for money to come to help alleviate a problem so you can be more successful, because it's true, money does. That money is, does it, they say money doesn't make the world go round. It kind of does, unfortunately. All right. So you have to make the money to be able to be comfortable enough to where you're actually making your bills, stuff like that, to where you're not so stressed out. Because if you do, then you're not able to focus on whatever everything else that you need to, right? Because you're so wrapped up in making the money and or lack of money. It does say money is on its way to you. Something important such as a job or a raise. If you're looking for a new job or you're looking for that increase in money, it's stating money is coming. And I put it right over top of pay attention to your work. Okay, so with this business endeavor, whatever this is that you are working on, business, it's a way of making money. You are on the right track and it will pay off, is what I'm getting. Okay. Then we have bird perched. If you've been waiting for news, package or letter, that news package or letter is on its way. All right. There will be maybe you guys are sitting here. Maybe this is just an example. Say if you, and let's just say if you're a couple, and you're sitting here and you're wanting to get some information about whether or not, hey, am I going to be able to make that move? Or is it going to be successful? Are we going to have enough money? Then this is a very positive reading. Okay. That's one way I can look at it. For others, you may be single and you may be setting off on your own. And whatever it is, you're loving what you do. And you're going to be so successful at it because you are loving what you do. You have pulled yourself out of that cage. A wish is granted. You have faithful friends and people around you, and love will find its way to you. If you are somebody who's in a relationship and you've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind, and you're doing stuff in a different way, it's showing me that the person that you love, it's showing the dog, which is fidelity, right? Closeness, pleasure with the close friend. And that, I mean, it across the board, that's pretty cozy. For the simple fact is, it's not like showing me, okay, you know, if I saw one that says a mask, if it showed the mask and it was showing the love card, then I'd be like, whoa, yeah, somebody's hiding something. No, this is all out in the open. This is success in all areas, and it's on the right track. So it's just confirmation is what it is. For some of you, while you're sitting here and remember the cobwebs. Remember I said clear out the cobwebs? The forest. There'll be two different representations here. The first one is muddled, unclear thinking. The cobwebs. You're clearing this out. Whatever this is right here that you got your eye on your prize of whatever it is. Things are falling into place, even if you can't really completely taste it right now. Some of you got taste of it, but you're like, okay, I feel like I'm on the right track, but, and then the next thing you know, it's muddled, unclear thinking. Because it's like you're used to being in a self-imposed cage. You're used to everything not going correctly. Okay, this here says wishes granted across the board. Love, success, wealth. Okay. Some of you actually represents, it's talking about, for some of you, it actually would represent some type of relaxation. It's talking about the forest. It's talking about hammock. So for some of you, actually just, it's going to give you the opportunity where, you know, maybe you're so used to just doing nothing but work that you're not able to actually get out and just find some peace. All right. The endeavor you're on right now and the direction with love, success, and wealth, and you do have people backing you up. You do have faithful friends. If you do have a relationship, you do have a faithful partner. Wishes granted, and an old way of doing things with money, love, all across the board is now switched, and it's now on to success. A period of prosperity and abundance on its way to you. Instead of just seeing that raw product, you're actually seeing, sorry, it's live and messages are coming down. You're actually seeing results now. You not just feeling it. And you're actually starting to change the way you think, and you're starting to think more along the lines of, okay, let's do this. This feels good. You're actually starting to feel. Okay, so it says, now this, for whatever reason, feels like to me, I don't know why I'm hearing May. All right. And this does revolve around love, success, and wealth. So this may be a slight message just for a small group of Taurus that get on here. Also, I keep hearing May. Okay, you will be, you're certain, like some of you Taurus are already certain exactly in love, success, and wealth, how you're going to do it. You got a plan, but you're being quiet about it because you're cleaning up other stuff. That's what it feels like. But in May, it's like it's 100%. You're certain. You know it. You'll feel it. You're going to see results in all areas. For some Tauruses, you have something planned. Okay, but anyway, May. For some of you, it may actually be taking a vacation, physically or mentally. Getting away, resting, hammock. For this one, I don't feel that, and yeah, I do. Okay, so we've got forest. And it says muddled, unclear thinking, but in May, there will be some kind of, it's almost like you'll be able to get away so you can clear your brain. You already know what you're going to do. That was just a confirmation. I sometimes the cards will throw in there and be like, if somebody's watching it and I get on there and they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm not sure if this is for me. That was more like a confirmation, I think. That's what it felt like. But life is going to be, it's not going to be, it's already opening up, and you can feel the shift. You can feel the change. You can feel the difference in your wealth, success, and love. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some of you are just now starting out on this endeavor, on this way of thinking as well. And this is an April read. Some of you will be watching this in April and you'll be like, okay, well, I'm just now at this part right here. Remember I was talking about what you're used to and what you're making your way out of this cage for? The self-made cage, which is made to protect you, but actually kind of just shut you down completely. It certainly did protect you, but it protected you even, but did it protect you from yourself? That's the thing. I don't think so. So anyway, I do see Taurus coming out of this cage. You've had the key the whole time. All right. So what we've got here is Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I'm trying to figure out where this is fitting in. I see it right here. This is almost like memories. This is probably why the clouds keep coming here and there. It says the claw. Be careful. Do not take risk. Or the bare bones is the bare bones of it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is stuff that, this is where the doubting Debbie part comes in. And a lot of people are going through this. They're kind of clearing out their lives. They're seeing new direction, but they're kind of their, I won't say their own worst enemy, but your mind, some kind, can throw you back to what other stuff that's happened. And you can kind of like cut yourself down to where you're not doing the best. And when you see something that's good like this, and that's what I'm seeing is love, success, and wealth, you've got faithful friends, family, lovers, wishes granted, an end of an old way of living, loving, doing your work, making money, a period of prosperity, abundance is coming. That may feel at times where you can't really believe it. Why? Because of the past, because in the past it was dealing with a lot of arrogant, boastful people or showy people, displays. It says with the claw, I instantly hear getting to the bare bones of it. So those of you who are sitting here watching this and you're like, okay, you know what, if you're not used to something good happening, then your mind's instantly going to go, there's got to be something wrong with this. Nope. And then your brain's going to go, well, this, that, and this, and this, and this happened. In the past, there was a broken wishbone, a broken wish. Wish was not granted. This is kind of like the doubting Debbie. It's like, be careful not to get yourself into this position where you're sitting here telling yourself, oh, it's not going to happen. Here's your wishbone. When wish is granted, it's going to happen. Peace is coming. Happiness is already pretty much, I mean, you already got a good taste of it, right? Stuff is evening out. That's what I'm feeling. Even though there's been tornadoes and all kinds of stuff, this is the period Taurus is cleaning up old messes, getting rid of them. They won't be around for long. That's what I keep getting. But when you're sitting here going, this feels too right, something must happen. Oh man, you know what? People are going to get involved again. They're going to be showy display. You know, let's go ahead and get down to the bare bones of it. You know, wish is not going to be granted. This is kind of talking down. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Disappointment in some affair. You know, cutting the cord. Okay, so it's going to be almost like an impatient air about it is what it feels like. It's going to be kind of impatience because you're so used to the other way. Or it's going to be kind of self-sabotaging thoughts. So when you get to that point, you just stop yourself. Say, wait a minute, you know what? Just because I haven't felt this way, either for a long time, or I haven't felt this way at all, just because it doesn't feel quite correct to you, because you're not used to it. You're used to all the other, you know, nothing ever happening correctly, everything going to the bare bones of it, or it's feeling raw. That's what I get. Feeling like you're burdened with the yoke, disappointment in affair, in whatever affair it is in your life, wealth, success, or love, secrets. For some of you, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, this is somebody sitting here and they've got something that's going really good and it's in the right direction, but you're not used to it. And so therefore it is going to be, you're going to be sitting here swinging back. Okay, well, All right. So with wealth, well, maybe it's not going to work. Maybe it's not going to work. It's not. I'm not getting enough money coming in as fast as what I want. Okay. Well, if you just start as something, you got to give it a minute, right? End result, success takes a lot of hard work, and Taurus is not a lazy person. Then we've got love. Okay. So how we got this one? How can we apply this in it? Because it's got all of it in there. Well, in the past, it was all about them, or they were hiding something. Let's go ahead and read it like, let's get down to the bare bones of it, or it felt raw because of whatever happened. This is talking down. This is like talking yourself out of stuff. I had a wish, everything was good, and then it got broken. So why would this work? Why would this work at all? Feeling so burdened and weighed down, frustrated because of the same stuff, different day. It's got to end up like, it's got to, this right here that's looking good, it's got to end up like that. Disappointment in some affair. This all right here has to do with past right there. Just because you're not used to it, and just because that's not the way that you've either felt for a very long time, or nothing's ever worked out for you. Again, I feel like picking these up. It's showing me vacation. It's showing me sometimes you got to take a vacation from your own brain. But this one right here, again, I don't know why I feel like saying it. Y'all is on the right path, but this message I'm supposed to say, May, I don't know what this is about. You will be certain in all areas of your life. This is for a group of Taurus who already have what they want in their life, what they want, and how the directions are going. In May, you will be certain. And matter of fact, maybe starting to reveal to others. But it's talking about taking vacation, the forest. Maybe you're getting out in nature. Maybe that's where your grounding is. Okay. But it looks good to me. I mean, Taurus has overcome a long, dark period, and now it's actually starting to get up and live. That's what I get. Okay. That's as far as I need to take it on that one. But the answer is yes, you're on the right path. And just because it feels strange because you're not used to it does not mean that it's wrong. All right. Just don't self-sabotage yourself. You're on the right path. Yep, some of you are, there's two of them. We got the broom. For some of you, the message is clean it up. Clean up your thinking, all right? Clean it up, because just because you're not used to it, and that's not something that has always happened, does not mean that that's not real. It's real. It's producing. And it might even make you feel uncomfortable if you're not used to it. Do not put the doubting Debbie in there. It says broom, a new home, new home, and new attitude. This is Taurus. Yeah, I put it over the past. So this is exactly what you got to do. Some of you may actually be moving home, completely moving home. Some of you are gotten a complete new attitude, and that's what it kind of looks like. You've seen it from a different perspective instead of inside your own personalized cage that you've made. Some of you are actually literally cleaning and throwing out stuff that's no longer serving you. That could be material stuff, people. It's cleaning it up, cleaning up your life. Looks like a good direction to me. Okay, for May, that feels right. For some of the Taurus, whatever it is that you have got going here, for some of you, you are certain what you're doing. 100% across the board with your wealth, your success, and love. All right? And for some of you, I almost feel like picking up the love cards. Okay? I do, but I'm not going to do that. I'll probably do that in the extended. That'll be, I'll do an extended love Taurus reading. Why do I say that? Because instantly when I got the bell, an announcement over top of the hammock and forest. Yep. So in May, Taurus will be ready to take and announce some kind of, success in all areas, love, success, and wealth. Even it could be even moving home. It could be change. There's great change. And it's not in the wind so much. Taurus has already taken action on this. For some of you, you will just be announcing your thoughts and how you're feeling and what you're getting ready to do. But May is sticking out. I'm getting around the 16th as well. Okay? So that's where I feel like closing it up right there. There's going to be, and maybe with the home, there could be also a possibility for some Tauruses that you have a child, or people, there's going to be a child that comes. Maybe there's a child being born, or you're taking somebody into your home and your home's not big enough. So you're going to actually have a new home. All right. But whatever your announcements are, it's looking like May would be a perfect time to do it. around the 16th. Or you'll be getting a good, you'll be feeling more confident and you're already sure, but you're really ready to reveal it. Okay, let's do a closing thought for Taurus. Let's see here. Closing thought. Okay. Yes, Yep. Nope. Okay. All right. For Taurus, you are feeling like you are being divinely guided, which I'd have to say so correctly, because you have actually gotten out of your self-imposed cage, or you're going to be working on it in April. Your focus is the angel of love. So I'm going to have to tell you right now, I think the next reading for the bonus reading for Taurus will be love, and it'll be an extension of this reading right here, because I feel like I feel like pulling love cards right now. And I want to do it with all this. So it'll be an extension of this reading right here, but it's going to be geared towards love and more of what's going to be happening. There's something about May. All right. We've got the angel of love. It looks to me like Taurus is surrounding themselves with what they love to do, the people they love. Now, this is second chakra Archangel Ariel, and I'm more looking at her face. Do you see how she's kind of contemplating? She's got her whole world in her hand. She's contemplating, she's thinking it out, and she's doing it quietly. Taurus is being very quiet about this, but they already have an idea what they're going to be doing. And then we've got the temple path. You're being divinely guided. You have been divinely guided, and you are now not just on the right path, you are actually making progress. All right, Taurus, that is it for April 2022. I will be putting up on Patreon, which if you want it, the links are down below. You can take and go to Patreon, join up, and that's where all the bonus ones are going to be at. And it's not pay per each one. It's like $4.44 a month, and you get unlimited to any extra bonus videos, anything I put up there. And it's just strictly for Patreon patrons. Okay. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.